Many neurological diseases, such as stroke, multiple sclerosis and Parkinson's, as well as spinal cord injury, limit the range of motion or function of the lower and upper extremities. Daily exercise and movement is a precondition for most physical functions and helps to prevent secondary diseases caused by lack of mobility. The motor-driven movement therapy device MOTOmed Viva helps to provide essential daily movement for patients from the comfort of their wheelchair or standard chair. Safety foot shells, leg guides, foot holders, and the Easy Foot insertion aid enable patients to insert and affix their feet to the device independently. Both foot shells can be moved and locked into the most convenient position for inserting the feet and affixing the straps. When the start button is pushed, the MOTOmed starts to move the legs gently. This pleasant passive motion is very important in order to prevent arthrosis and stiff joints, as well as to loosen the muscles and decrease spasticity. Passive training stimulates the blood circulation and helps to improve the supply of oxygen and nutrients to the muscles. Often the legs feel pleasantly warm after training. The digestion and the cardiovascular system are also supported and stimulated. If muscles are tight at the beginning, or if a sudden spastic cramp occurs during training, the MOTOmed Spasm Control gently stops the motor and the pedals smoothly reverse in direction, alternating gently back and forth until the spasm has eased and the legs can be moved again gently. The passive speed can be adjusted from 1 to 60 revolutions per minute. Having a MOTOmed for home use lets you enjoy this pleasant movement therapy every day in your own four walls, comfortably and safely, regardless of the weather conditions outside. However, the MOTOmed provides more than just passive motion. The servo-cycling function allows users with minimal muscle strength to start pedaling actively at a very early stage. Residual muscle strength that may be inhibited by spasticity or would not be sufficient for active motion can be rediscovered and built up during the motor-assisted training. Depending on the individual condition, the resistance level can be finely adjusted. There are 20 levels, ranging from very easy to difficult. Training at a lower resistance for a longer period of time is recommended to avoid overstraining. Whenever it picks up active impulses from the user, The MOTOmed indicates the impact of the right and left pedals separately on the display. This is especially interesting for hemiplegic patients. The visual feedback helps them to train evenly by focusing on the weaker body side, and also avoids overstraining the joints and muscles of the unaffected leg or arm. The motivation program MOTOmax provides an interesting and very popular alternative to the regular symmetry training. Coordination, concentration, and muscle strength are trained simultaneously. MOTOmax moves to the left or right depending on which pedal of the leg or arm trainer is pushed with greater muscle force. High concentration is required to keep MOTOmax in the center of the podium, and the user is rewarded with jumps for joy. Champion points can be collected by increasing the muscle activity applied. The training results are displayed on the monitor during the training session as an overview or as alternating information. The display can also be set to provide specific feedback, for example, symmetry training. If the user gets tired, he can stop pedaling at any time. The MOTOmed takes over automatically and continues with passive motion. This improves the blood circulation and the supply of oxygen and nutrients to the muscles, thereby aiding their recovery. Relaxing passive phases in between help to restore strength and enable the user to cycle actively again. This has a positive influence on the duration of active training time and on the progress of the therapy in general. It's recommended to always start the training session with a couple of minutes of passive motion as a warm-up phase, and after training as a cool-down. After completing a training session, foot shells can be moved into the most convenient position for removing the straps and then the feet. The MOTOmed movement therapy provides an ideal opportunity for individuals with muscle weakness, paraplegia, and spastic muscles to improve their general health, independence, and overall well-being on their own. Daily movement for your individual improvement. Contact your local MOTOmed representative for further information about your new MOTOmed for home use.